The Honolulu condo market has shifted. Yes, before we get into this, there's something happening in Honolulu right now that almost nobody expected to happen this quickly. For years, the condo market across Honolulu felt almost untouchable, especially in places like Waikiki, Ala Moana, and Kaka'ako, where buyers kept flooding into the market no matter how expensive condos became. But now, something has clearly changed because inventory is rising, buyers are slowing down, and condos that would have sold immediately a couple of years ago are suddenly sitting on the market much longer than expected. And here's what makes this shift so important, because this isn't just a story about the real estate market and prices, this is really a story about how buyers are starting to rethink the entire value of owning a condo in Honolulu. Once you factor in financing, cost, HOA fees, insurance, and long-term building expenses. So in this video, we're going to break down why Honolulu's condo market has shifted, which neighborhoods are feeling the biggest pressure right now, why buyers suddenly have more negotiating power, and what all of this could mean moving forward if you're planning to buy, sell, or invest in Hawaii real estate in Honolulu. I'm Stephen Proski with Homes in Hawaii for Sale and Caldwell Banker Island Properties, and we help people like you better understand what it's actually like to buy and live in Hawaii, not just from a housing perspective, but from a long-term financial and lifestyle perspective as well. Now, here's the part that most people are missing right now, because even though prices in many parts of Honolulu haven't collapsed, buyer confidence has clearly changed, and once confidence changes, the entire pace of the market starts changing with it. A few years ago, buyers were rushing to secure almost any condo they could find because inventory was tight, mortgage rates were low, and people were afraid prices would continue to climb even higher. Today, buyers are approaching the market much more cautiously, and instead of asking, how fast can I buy this condo? They're now asking, does owning this condo actually make financial long-term sense? And that one psychological shift is creating a ripple effect across the entire Honolulu condo market. One of the biggest reasons the market feels different today is because monthly affordability changed dramatically once mortgage rates increased. During the pandemic era boom, buyers could stretch their budgets more further because borrowing money was significantly cheaper, which made even expensive condos feel manageable on a monthly basis. Mortgage rates were on the decline at the beginning of 2026, but as of May, rates have climbed significantly to almost 6.5%, and this has halted many buyers. Even a mid-range condo in Honolulu can create a monthly payment that feels far heavier once you combine mortgage costs, HOA fees, property taxes, insurance, and maintenance expenses together. And this is where many buyers started pulling back, because the issue is no longer just the purchase price itself, it's the total monthly cost of ownership that suddenly feels much harder to justify. That's especially true for buyers relocating from the mainland who initially focused on Hawaii's lifestyle appeal without fully understanding how expensive long-term condo ownership can become here. Now, let's talk about the issue that quietly is becoming one of the biggest concerns in Honolulu real estate right now, because for many buyers, the HOA fees are becoming just as important as the mortgage itself. Across many older condo buildings throughout Waikiki and Makiki, Salt Lake, and the Metro Honolulu area, monthly HOA fees have risen significantly due to insurance increases, deferred maintenance projects, reserve funding requirements, and major building repairs. And what catches many buyers off guard is that these costs can dramatically change the affordability of a condo, even if the listing price initially seems reasonable. Some buildings are now dealing with elevator modernization projects, plumbing replacement, concrete repairs, and fire safety upgrades, which means owners may not face only HOA fees, but also large special assessments on top of that. So buyers are becoming much more selective about which buildings they're willing to purchase into, because nobody wants to buy into a building where future costs feel unpredictable. Another major reason the market has slowed is because financing certain condo buildings has become more difficult than many people realize. Lenders today are paying much closer attention to the reserve studies, insurance coverage, deferred maintenance issues, and the overall financial health of the condo associations. That means some older buildings that may have relatively been easy to finance several years ago are now facing stricter lending standards, which automatically reduces the number of eligible buyers. And when financing becomes harder, condos naturally stay on the market longer because the buyer pool becomes smaller. This is one of the biggest reasons inventory has been gradually building in several of Honolulu's neighborhoods. Because while demand still exists, buyers today have more options and significantly less urgency than they did several years ago during the height of the market frenzy. Now here's where things start to become very neighborhood specific, because not every part of Honolulu is reacting to this shift the same way. In newer luxury areas like Kaka'ako, many buildings are still performing relatively well because buyers feel more comfortable purchasing into newer construction with stronger reserve structures and more modern infrastructure. But older condo-heavy areas are starting to feel much more pressure, especially where buildings are aging and monthly ownership costs are rising rapidly. And this is creating a growing divide in the market. On one side, you have newer buildings continuing to attract strong demand because buyers feel safer financially. On the other side, you have older building inventories where buyers are becoming increasingly cautious about future maintenance costs, financing issues, and HOA increases. That difference is likely going to become one of the defining stories in the Honolulu real estate market moving forward. For the first time in years, buyers entering the Honolulu condo market are beginning to regain leverage instead of feeling forced into immediate bidding wars. Buyers now have more time to compare listings, negotiate pricing, request seller concessions, and evaluate whether a condo truly fits their long-term financial goals. And psychologically, that changes everything. Once buyers stop feeling pressured, sellers suddenly have to compete much harder for attention, and that's exactly what's happening right now in many parts of Honolulu. Properties that are overpriced, poorly maintained, or carrying unusual high HOA fees are simply sitting longer because buyers are no longer willing to overlook those issues the way they did a few years back. One of the biggest mistakes buyers make in Honolulu is focusing entirely on the unit itself while ignoring the long-term condition of the building. Because in today's market, the real financial story often isn't inside the condo, it's inside the HOA documents, reserve studies, insurance reports, and maintenance history. A condo might look beautiful during showing, but if the building is underfunded or facing major repair projects, your future ownership costs could become dramatically higher than expected. That's why buyers today need to evaluate the building almost like a business, because the financial health of the association can impact everything from your monthly costs to future resale value and financing eligibility. And honestly, that's becoming one of the biggest separating factors between condos that continue attracting buyers and condos that struggle to sell. Even with all these market shifts, Honolulu still has one major advantage that prevents this from becoming a typical mainland housing slowdown, and that is the simple reality that land in Hawaii is and will always remain limited. Unlike many mainland cities where development can continue expanding outward, Honolulu operates within a very real geographic limitations, which means long-term housing supply will likely maintain constrained for many years to come. At the same time, Hawaii continues attracting retirees, remote workers, investors, military buyers, and lifestyle-driven relocations from around the world. So while the condo market is clearly entering a slower and more selective phase, most people aren't expecting some massive collapse across Honolulu's real estate market. What's more likely is the market where buyers become increasingly selective, properties take longer to sell, and financing fundamentals matter much more than they did during the frenzy years. When you step back and look at everything happening together, the biggest story isn't that Honolulu's condo suddenly lost value, it's that buyers are finally becoming more careful about what they're willing to pay and what kind of long-term financial commitment they're willing to step into. And honestly, that's probably creating a healthier market overall, because today's buyers are paying attention to the reserve funding, insurance stability, maintenance costs, financing eligibility, and overall building quality instead of simply chasing appreciation and market hype. And that shift is likely going to define Honolulu's condo market throughout the rest of 2026 and probably well beyond that. As we wrap this up, Honolulu condos market is clearly shifting, and understanding these changes early can make a major difference whether you're buying, selling, investing, or planning a future move to Honolulu. If this video has helped, please let me know by leaving us a comment below. Need help with your buying a condo here in Honolulu? I would be honored to help you. Hit me up at the QR code above, or call or text or email me, and we'll do our best to assist you with all your real estate wants and needs. Mahalo for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Aloha.